Hey Pythonauts, today we're going to talk about how to add sound effects to your game. And it's actually pretty simple. It's just 2 or 3 steps you've got to go through, 3 really, to make them. And so we're just going to cover those really briefly, okay? So first thing you need to do is you've got to pull in this line of code right here. It's called a mixer, and a mixer is kind of an object that lets you manipulate sounds and music and things like that. So you say pygame.mixer.pre_init. Init means initialize. So in other words, you're setting up how it's going to run. And you can use these values right here. You don't actually, if you want to know what they mean, you can look them up, but these are safe and they're good to go with. But you do have to have those. Okay, so we're kind of calling in the mixer, we're pre-initializing it. Then, next thing we have to do in our graphics and sounds import section up here, this is before your main game loop, up at the top here where you're setting everything up, okay? You are going to, let's see here, okay, right here, yep. Bring in the sounds, okay? So this is how you do it right here. You do pygame.mixer.sound with a capital S, and then in quotation marks, you've got the name of the sound, whatever the name of that file is. And then you assign it to a variable name, which I've called laser_sound, because that makes sense to me, because it's a laser sound. Now, where do you get these, first of all? Well, my own personal best place to get it is over here at freesound.org, freesound.org, which is just what it says. It's a bunch of free sounds. You're going to have to register right up there, which is not a big deal. Doesn't cost anything, just, whatever. And then you can search sounds here. Okay, so I searched for lasers, for instance, and I got, 4,000 laser things. Okay, so do that. And the format you want it in is what they call a wave file, .wav, okay? Pygame plays really nicely with those, so you don't have to worry about them, okay? So freesound.org, register, search for what you need, download it. Now make sure you put it in the very same folder that you've got your game in, because otherwise it's not going to be able to find it, okay? So we've pre-initialized it, then I've got this in the folder where the Pygame game resides, and I call it a variable, laser_sound equals pygame.mixer.sound, capital S, and then in brackets and quotation marks, the name of the wave file, which in this case was laser.wav, in quotation, double quotation marks. Okay? Computer programming languages are incredibly picky. You got to do it this way, whether you like it or not. Okay? Now, so I've got it. I've called it something. Now I'm going to use it right here. And you will see right here, I say laser_sound, which is what I called it, dot play, and then followed by paren. Okay? Now, when is this going to happen? Well, it's going to happen when the Raspberry collides with the alien. Okay? So I'll run it and I'll show you. Okay? So we have 4 things that we want to have happen when this collision takes place. The alien is going to change its X position. It's going to change its Y position. The score is going to go up 1, and it's going to play that laser sound. So let's see if this works. Okay? That's all if that collision takes place. So let's watch what happens. Okay, so here's our Raspberry. There's the alien falling. So we're going to collide with them. Whoa, laser sound again. Oh, another laser sound. Whoa, again. Okay, so now I have some other if statement set up so that it's going to go to the next level, but you don't have to worry about that. So again, make sure you initialize the mixer, the pre-initialize right up there, right at the top, okay, after you import stuff. Then down here where you import your graphics, images, and sounds. Sorry, that's right. Where did it go to? Oh, right here, okay. In here, laser sound, I called it, gave it a variable name, pygame.mixer.sound with a capital S, name of your wave file, exactly as spelled in quotation marks, okay? And then when I want to use it, whenever it is, I just say laser_sound, the name of whatever it is, whatever you called it up there, dot play, paren, and it'll work, okay? If it's not working, check all those things. Make sure that you named it correctly. Make sure it's a WAV file. Make sure that you spelled everything correctly, okay? And if you do that, it all will work, and that's it for now.